I'm John Arthur Actie. I'm one of the Cardiff Five, unfortunately. What's happened over the years is we was arrested for a crime we never committed. We've all come out of jail, and the amount of depression and anger and frustration and everything, we've experienced it all. The depression is so bad. Some days I don't even come out of the house. That's how bad it is.
My name is Lloyd Paris. I've done some of the work when it came to running the campaign to get my brother and the others out of jail on a miscarriage of justice concerning an Annette White murder. That's who I am.
The scar it's left us, and it's just unbelievable. We've suffered. We've all suffered, every one of us. We've had people accusing us of calling us names, murderers, this, that, and whatever. The amount of stress we've been under, sleeping tablets, doctor's appointments, psychiatrists, it's just been unbelievable. All because the police fitted us up. And they've done it deliberately. Let's not get away from that.
Tony wasn't the strongest of my mother's children when it came to taking certain pressures, but he was the strongest when it came to his mental attitude. And it was difficult anyway. It was really bad. He never came out the same person anyway. The whole situation destroyed him. He never came out.
So my name is Kervin Julian, and I'm a campaign team member for Justice for Cardiff 5. I've actually been involved in miscarriages of justice for many years, including running my own podcast for over 13 years, live on stream. I've dealt with many cases from around the world, but the one that I'm obviously most passionate about is the Justice for Cardiff 5 campaign, which I've been involved with from the very start. Now, 35 years ago, 5 young men had their lives horrifically turned upside down in what would be known as the biggest miscarriage of justice in UK history.
So really, it's like a recurring nightmare. Every Valentine's, a week or so before Valentine's, I start not sleeping properly because I got no choice but to respond to the media's wants when it comes to making a statement or doing an interview or things like that. I got no choice. I have to respond because the police, as far as I'm personally concerned, they haven't been responsible for what they done. And as long as that stays, I'm going to always have to respond.
I do believe that without accountability, there can be no trust. The National Police Force is facing its lowest rate of trust across the country. And in South Wales, it's practically non-existent. There are numerous cases that are outstanding without accountability of miscarriages of justice that have taken place in South Wales in particular. And until we can attribute the accountability to where it lies, that trust is not going to change. How can you trust any organization that takes no accountability for its wrongdoing?
One of the biggest things which I don't like talking about is when my father died, Tony came out of jail a month or so. Was it, Kervin, a month or so?
Yeah,
a month or so after my father died. It was a destroying thing because he didn't... Obviously, he knew Tony was innocent, But he didn't know that the system found him innocent. And that's what my father died of, a broken heart. And that's what hurts our family now to this day.
I just want the truth from that side, you know. They've heard it from our side.
We have never heard from those who actually led the investigation that they got it wrong.
I'm Andy Marshall. I was part of the original Cardiff 3 campaign back in the 1990s and have joined forces again with Lloyd, with Kervin, with Kerry, with John, with Lynn, to bring this back, because justice has still not been achieved for these 5 men.
I just really, really wish that they would say, you know, well, we're sorry for what we done to you. Because at the end of the day, as much as some people think that black people are not humans, we are, and we feel.
Our campaign isn't just about raking up old history. Some people might think, oh, just let it go, it was 35 years ago. And of course, we would like some accountability for the individual officers who did this to the Cardiff 5. But actually, our campaign is about the future. It's about how we can safeguard future generations from anything like this happening to them.
It's not about the people who were involved in the police lockup. It's not about them. It's about the people this could happen to again.
And it is still happening now. We are supporting campaigns now where people have been subjected to the same kind of methods that have set them up and sent them to prison wrongly. What we are calling for is a change in the whole criminal justice system that will put in place safeguards to ensure that this kind of thing can't happen again.
I want an inquiry, what we wanted years ago. Yeah, we asked for this, and we asked, but they refused us. So I would like, whether it's a judicial inquiry or a public inquiry, just so we know it's all being taken care of and we can move on. But we can't move on.
What's really going on? Do you understand? That's what I want to know. I mean, I'm getting old now. When this happened, I was 30. Now I'm 65 in September. And I just needs to know, you know, before I goes, you know, it's ended. It have ended. Because I've never seen something that have carried on over the years. Till sometimes it hurts me when I see my mother on the TV and I see Tony and Lloyd and other people in my family, you know, and my dad love him. Didn't even get to see Tony come out, and him and my dad was close. It hurts my heart. Do you know what I mean? That they don't think that we feels what they've done to us.